a draft copy of a Supreme Court opinion which would overturn Roe v. Wade, the Supreme Court decision legalizing abortion nationwide under certain circumstances, is now at hand. There is a hyper-conservative Supreme Court majority, which seems poised to do that, seems willing to do that, seems intentional about doing that. But what effect do you think it'll have more broadly about this movement?
Oh, it's, if anything, in the short term, I think it will further radicalize the evangelical movement. I'm already seeing, already last night on social media, talk from evangelicals, a kind of gleeful celebration and chiding any evangelicals who raise questions about Donald Trump. See, the ends did justify the means. We got exactly what we wanted. And this kind of ruthless display of power, whether it's through Trump in his person, or whether it's through Supreme Court appointments, whether it's through, subverting democratic norms, all of this pays off because we got what we wanted. And so I see that in the short term. The longer term is a little bit more difficult to discern, because the truth is many Christian women and in fact evangelical women do procure abortions. And throughout Christian history and throughout evangelical history, you can see that pre-Roe v. Wade, and actually pre-1970s, late 70s and early 80s, there was more there were mixed views on abortion in conservative evangelical communities. Very few evangelicals would celebrate abortion. They certainly weren't in the shout your abortion camp, but there was much more nuance. And so 1968, Christianity Today had a special issue on abortion. And the gist of it was, it's really complicated. And it's not a good thing, but it is sometimes a necessary thing in the case of rape, in the case of incest, in the case of for the health of the mother, even. And the Southern Baptist Convention, up until 1976, endorsed a pro-choice platform. So there is a history of seeing abortion as a complex moral issue, and sometimes the lesser of two evils. With the politicization of abortion by the late 1970s, the rise of the moral majority, folks like Jerry Falwell and Paul Weyrich, helped make abortion kind of the primary mobilizing issue for the Christian right. And so from that point on, this complicated moral territory receded. And I certainly grew up in a kind of evangelical culture where life began at conception. There was no debate, and pro-life is the Christian response. Anti-abortion is the only acceptable view. But that kind of hard line on abortion is of relatively recent origin.